Well, the next morning, I just got everything ready to go. My back cover on, all my wet clothes, a raincoat help keep me warm a little bit until I get moving. It's supposed to be sunny breaks today, but the sky is very bright, so quite likely it could break through sometime. It's very cool up here. It's going to be down around under 5 Celsius for sure. And with the dampness, it just cuts in. I slept okay. Again, had to pee 3 times. I don't know why. Didn't feel like I drank that much water coming up, but I tried anyway. Um, Slept okay. Had a Mountain House dinner, which was good, but probably not enough. And yeah, I just had a Laura bar and Nature's Best bar, and I think that's all I had this morning. Just something to eat. Now I'm going to get the pack on and get moving, and who knows, the next time you see me, maybe sunny. There's the cabin again. 2 floors. It was very dark in there. I didn't go up to the roof or the upper level at all. It's a little bit longer than the lower, because it has kind of an eave over the doorway where a couple people can go. Hitterites were here tonight. I just passed them just before we got to the cabin. So they were up on the 2nd floor, and anyway, I just want to get moving. So, not much to report. I'm not even sure exactly where I'm going. There is a gap where you can go to a hostel for overnight. I don't have phone service though, so I can't contact them anyway. And there's a campground, a small camp site apparently just before the gap, and that's about the 17-mile distance, I think, and that's maybe where I'm going to stay if the sun comes out, and then another 17-mile, 18-mile day the next day. So, off I go for now, and I'll talk to you when I can talk to you, if the phone will work. thinking when I looked up at the sky, gee, that's pretty bright. It almost lit blue. And sure enough, for a few moments the sun poked through. Now I'm just going through some cloud bank down here, foggy. But I think it's going to be a sunny day. Or partly sunny. I'll take that. Oh, just feels so much better seeing that warm, friendly friend, the sun, all hitting me there. Thank you. Just makes everything feel like it's going to be okay. Oh, just beautiful with all the trees lit up. And definitely warmer already, just from walking, and it's been downhill continually. And I think it's like 3.5 degrees every 1,000 feet. And I think we're dropping a couple thousand feet in the course of today. So, good times, good times. Just check gut hooks. It looks like I inadvertently took a blue blaze. I was just talking there with Bamboo. He just came out the trail just here in my left, went up to it. I guess I took the blue blaze. It was about, I don't know, maybe a couple 100 feet long. So I don't feel too bad about it. I'll just continue on where it starts. That's where he came out. And I'm just going to start here. So, but yeah, there's a lot of cloud, but there was a little bit of blue. So they said partly sunny. I guess that's what they meant. Anyway, onward and upward, I think. Yeah, it was so windy up there. Didn't think you'd probably hear me. The wind was blowing so hard on the other side that with my pack cover on, it was like a sail. It kept blowing me over, and I kept having to use my right hand pole just to fight against the wind rather than help me up the hill. And it was cloudy most of it. Blowing. We were in the clouds, so it was damp and making it cold or cooler. Now that the sun is out like this, oh, it's so much better. But who knows how long that will last. There are a lot of blue spots in the clouds, but oof, a little water bath there. Yeah, I totally lacked energy. Going uphill is it like, oh, what did George Costanza say? Like an old man fighting the wind, taking a bowl of soup back to the deli. Something like that. Once I started taking some electrolytes, I got a lot better. A lot better. So I have to remember to take some every day. Because I didn't have any yesterday, and I was really bonking toward the end, that's for sure. And I thought everything would be reset for the morning, but apparently not. That one is a little cool, but after the workout and when the sun is out, quite acceptable with the raincoat on. Oh, and on to that, if you're going to elevation, for sure, where you could have wind, wear a raincoat. And if you are wondering if it's, not hot out, if it's cool and raining and you're going uphill, yeah, you will be sweaty inside your raincoat, but it'll be warm. And you can vent it a little bit depending on the wind and rain. And I thought, well, yeah, you're right. You're all soaked from sweat, and even the pants get soaked from the sweat falling down the shirt to them. How much more wet could he get? Well, I gotta tell you, when you're not wearing a raincoat or a rain kilt, you can get much wetter. Your clothing can hold a whole lot more water than you think it will. And I think I will continue to wear my raincoat in the rain when going uphill. Unless I know it's not going to rain anymore, going to stop raining or something. Because, man, I was wet. And thankfully there was room in the shelter, and I could get into my warm stuff, or dry stuff, and try to warm up. It took a while to warm up. But that's hypothermia for you. So I'm feeling better about the idea of camping tonight in a spot along the trail rather than shelter, because there's no shelter for, well, from where I'm planning on stopping for at least 17 miles. There was one I passed quite early in the walk, within a couple of hours. But I think people get off at the Gap and go to a hostel that's in the area, 3 miles away or whatever, or maybe resupply. But the plan wasn't to do that, so going to either go to the campsite, evaluate the next location of the campsite on the other side of the Gap on the uphill, and either camp there or move a little further, maybe another hour or so if possible. That will make it that much better for the next day getting to the net shelter, which is again at a bit of elevation, and not having to worry about all the people coming in from town or the hostel from getting there and blocking me out should the weather be continuing to be bad, which I always think it will be. I don't have reception. I should try it while I'm up here to see about the weather report. So talk to you later. I got some data connection. I tried to check for the weather, wasn't sure what shelter to use, but it said mostly sunny tomorrow, so I'm going to take it to mean that, here we go. I guess I'm going to Tennessee again. Anyway, I take it to mean that it's going to be sunny tomorrow. So when I get to a campsite, I can be pretty sure it'll be good to camp. Bamboo on a rock.
Hey, Scott, you just keep on going. You're like the ever-ready battery bunny, man. That's what you should be called. The Energizer bunny, man. You just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, but you were here before me.
That doesn't matter.
So. Well, I'm camped here for the night. It's a campsite right before the Gap, which will remain nameless. Mile, about 391 or something like that. We're close to 400. Bamboo back there. You can see his tent barely. We decided to camp here. The next campsite on AWOL was almost 7 miles away, and neither one of us felt like walking for another 3 and a bit hours. That would have been around just past dinner time, and it was uphill. So we're very close to the gap, and the gap, of course, means you'll be going uphill again first thing tomorrow morning. I did check the weather. I think I mentioned earlier when I had a short time connection that said, at least for the shelter I picked, which I didn't know where it was exactly, North Carolina, but probably not far, and that tomorrow is mostly sunny. So very good. It's not sunny right at the moment, but it has come and gone while we've been here. It's just 3 o'clock now, so plenty of time to do whatever it took me, probably half an hour to set up my tent and tear the pack apart and hang a couple things up there to air out fully dry. My knees are very tender, and as are the bottom of my feet, and I think I'll go lay down for a little bit just to, I don't know, get comfortable. Maybe around 5 o'clock or so I'll come back out and start thinking about what horrible meal I'm going to make for dinner, whether it's a rice side or a mashed potatoes, and maybe what else I might have. I have to keep in mind how many meals I've got, and I have to go through the guidance that fishes around and find out how many days I will be going before the next possible town. I could pop off here. There's a hostel apparently 3 miles away, and it has a resupply, but anyway, I've got food and everything, so I'll just continue on through, and anyway, just find out tonight what the likely next resupply point is, if not Damascus, because I think what will happen is that I'll end up shuttling in for trail days, Saturday and Sunday, and then back to wherever I left off and continue on. Something a fish doesn't want to do for some reason. He finds it offensive or something, but he doesn't mind slack backing. So we agree to disagree. I don't know if I'll ever see him again, frankly, other than maybe on trail days. And sorry, just a day back, and who knows where anyone else is. So anyway, I'll have to take a little bit of a rest and listen to some stuff, or maybe just charge up the phone because it is getting a little low in battery right now. And I'll talk to you later.